So hello guys, so this is day 2, and yes, I decided to build a brand, and maybe I don't know a lot about to build a brand, but now say it a bit, but now I'll have to do some research, then I know what's the next step. So stay tuned. Let me go and take my breakfast, then start building. First step on building a brand was to define the brand. What exactly am I building? What do I want to exist? What I wanted to build was a motivational clothing brand because I want to change the world, and there is no better way of doing that than giving hope to people. Because as I did the research, I found out that one of the biggest problems in the world is hopelessness, and that's exactly what I'm building the brand for, to give people hope. So that's the first step, and that's what I did. Defined it and I wrote it down. So step number 2 was choose a niche. So a niche is the exact kind of collections I want my brand to have. Is it streetwear? Is it official wear? And I decided our brand will focus on official wear. But in the future, as we scale up, we'll have streetwear version, official version, option. You can design the t-shirt with the designs that we have. That's in the future, but our niche is official. Okay, so that step was the most interesting and yet most difficult because it was coming up with a name. You know, a name is something that we don't want it to change over time. It's something tunataka ikae, alright? Something like will not change. And I had to do a lot of brainstorming. I came up with the first one was Afro wear, because African wear. It was a nice one, but it didn't have the exact message I want to bring forth, a message of hope. So the second one was a Swahili word, moyo, heart wear. And heart wear was it was nice, but it was not that good. And so what I did, I combined Afro wear called moyo wear, both of them, and that's how it got to moyo wear Africa. All right, heart wear from Africa. You get what I'm doing? You get where I'm going. You get where I'm going with this. And to top it all off, because I love dreams, I'm a dreamer, I had to add the word dreamer. Yeah, so it became a more dream fashion. All right, so that's how we came up with the name. And I make it look easy, but it was a lot of thinking, a lot of work, and eventually that's how we came up to the name. And then I did some more research, and I noticed that the word Mwangaza starts with MWA. So those are like two acronyms in one. Mwangaza, we want to bring Mwangaza basically means bringing light to the world. Swahili word of light. So if you look at it from both sides, it still makes sense. Moyo wear Africa and the Mwangaza dream. Yeah. Step number 4 is now where we have to start. Action. We have to start somewhere. Starting small. And we have a lot of things that we could print. You could print caps, hoodies. We could print sweatpants, sweatshirts. But across all those, the one that I found interesting because of a lot of reasons was t-shirts. And you'll notice most people wear t-shirts because they are nice. Okay, number 1 is because they are nice, and with Madrim they are nicer. Anyway, but because they are comfortable, all right? They are comfortable. There's something that you can wear and do any activity with. Compared with a shirt, you see, with the official shirt, you can't do anything with it. But with a t-shirt, you can go with it to the office. You can go with it to Mjengo, like that video did, like that. You can go to it Mjengo. I know from experience. And you can also do a lot of things with a t-shirt. I mean, a t-shirt is more comfortable compared to all those options that I had. So I started small with t-shirts. That's what I started. So step number 5 was also difficult. This took me days, Bana. So what I did was to look for suppliers, look for people who have the exact quality of t-shirts that I want. Not just any t-shirt. We want quality, not quantity. Quality, not quantity. So so I searched online and I eventually found some nice supplier. And of course I found the supplier, but that's not the issue. We need to put the brand, the Moa Dream, Moyo Wear Africa Dream on the t-shirts. So the second step was to choose the best way to put the message on the t-shirt. So we had a lot of options. We had embroidery, we had DTF, we had screen printing, and I tried a couple of them, but there's nothing. There was none which was more nice than the DTF. DTF print was amazing. So you just hit press it, and I didn't know it was a journey because so that I did the first one. Sadly I forgot to record, but the other one, so I designed some artwork, and now that's they are kept computer, then they are printed out, and then you cut it down and you hit press it. But I mean, this is a journey, mistakes happen. So me I didn't know that this design you should not use a hot iron on it. So once I was getting ready to do some photo shoot, I used the hot iron on it and I rubbed off the design. But that's part of the journey. And I forgot to talk to you about how I came up with the logo. So I wanted a logo that's classy, something that is not too wordy, something that you can see and recognize the brand. All right, that's what we wanted. Something that is not too flashy, something that's simple but timeless. That's how we come up with this brand. So I came up with the logo. So the first design was this one. It was the whole word of Moa Dream, but it wasn't yet there. Then the second one, now it's where we got this. So step number 6, very important, packaging. How do you package the t-shirts? How do I package the t-shirts once I get an order? Do packaging with this bag, this non-woven bag. But the problem with the packaging is that bag doesn't look good. So I thought of using envelopes like that. Then I put the t-shirt inside and lock it. And then put in the non-woven bag. It's a bit classic. It's a bit looks good. And it's all about the experience. Once somebody is unboxing, you feel that this is something that somebody has put some work into it. And that's why I settled the envelopes. And so step number 7 was one of the easiest because they are online platforms. I had YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of them, and I was active. It was launching the brand. So far, so great. We have orders coming in. So those are the steps that I used to build a brand. And I mean, that's not most of the work. Most of the work is now in the brand visibility, and that's where most energy will go into. So that one you'll have to stick on to the next episode, how I will change the world. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so that you can be part of the journey. See you in the next one.